Radio. Shout it.
What's happening, what's happening, what's happening? Of course, you know it's your folk, Beehive Radio, shouting, stepping in the building. I got an A-Town legend in this thing, Mr. Futuristic himself, J Money, first name, last name. What good with it, boss?
Bye us, brother. How you
Oh,
been?
man, feeling good, feeling great. Now, I mean, Jay, let's just go ahead and take it from the top, man. When you realized that you was a young man having swag out here in these streets, so you said, let me go ahead and jump into this game and get these boys a taste of this sauce, what will go on through your mind at that time?
Basically, bro, it was like they rapping my life.
Ooh,
And I was like, damn, I need to do this.
yeah.
All that money. It wasn't nothing else. It was just like I seen all this money. And it was like, I always loved music since a child.
Yeah.
And I used to, I didn't understand how music made me move and how it made me feel. It made me feel better when I need to feel better.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just like a part of me. So I didn't even know I had this hidden talent. It was really like a hidden talent that I didn't know about.
What was it that made you get in that studio, though?
Man, Young Ralph,
That boy Jug.
the moment, like I had turned him on to my homeboy Kente.
Yeah.
Which was Money Maker Records.
That's right.
And when I seen how it was happening for Ralph,
Mm.
it was like, oh man. And then it was a issue of like, damn, these niggas get in and they start changing on you. Boy, I'm finna go crazy. Let me do this too. So I did it. You know, I put God first and I didn't look for no help, no crutch. And I just was like, man, I'm finna try it. And Shout It Low, which I had people like Shout It Low telling me, boy, if you rap, boy, you'll take off.
Ooh.
I had people like Future, which was Meathead at the time, bro, if you rap, boy, you'll take off.
Yeah.
And it was like these people was right here and they was willing to coach me and teach me. So it was like, why not try it?
My God. Okay, so now you got the GOAT LO on the team, man. What was it like getting that tutelage from that man?
Man, it was just a dope experience of being with him because he never changed.
Yeah.
He was always the same person, bro. Anybody will tell you, like, when you see LO, he the same LO he was before the rap, after the rap, same person, bro. So it was like dope just to be around him and to receive that, you know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of that rubbed off on me too. Cause I seen this dude, he was the hottest dude in the world, done it all, foolish. And you jump on a J Money hook for somebody who this is his first song.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I admired that, bro.
I mean, speak on the meathead though, man, because I mean, also just understanding and knowing these folks from the streets before they blew. What was that like being just in Atlanta, moving around, and you know, you got your partners out here in these streets doing what you do, but then you look up and folks start becoming rap stars in this thing.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I say that to my friend, like, man, sometimes I wish this was out the way. Like, you know, the fame part and. Cause even actual friends that we just had friends, like even Gucci, people don't know like how tight we was.
Yeah.
And it was like, we ain't got beef or nothing now, but it's like, it's a thing called out of sight, out of mind.
Ooh.
If I don't see you, damn, I ain't thinking about you.
Those are facts though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people like, man, go out this, man, dude, man, you did this, you did. I'm like, get what, bro? We had no problem. I just ain't seen them.
Facts.
You know, even with Meathead, like Future. Like, he was one of them guys, if you go back and you can see it, even on YouTube, where he was in my studio sessions, almost teaching me how to rap, like, helping me format it, you know?
My God.
So, and it's like, now we got all this success in it. I think that's in a way, because I had spoke to him before, not too long ago. It wasn't the same tune. So, it was like, this fame, bro, it's like a gift and a curse, too. You know what I'm saying?
What was it like when you hit though, man? And I mean, how did you control your fame now, Jay? Did it hit your head too?
I mean, yes, it did at times.
Come
I can't
on.
lie.
Yeah.
Because you got to be prepared for success. And it was times where I'm like, damn, Jay, you tripping. Tone it down some.
Yeah.
You know, even with Stu, like me and Stu used like great relationship.
Yeah.
It used to be times I
Radio
might.
God.
Yeah, it might be time, but like, hey man, go do this, Stu, man. Fuck. But then I think like, damn, Stu do anything for you. Like,
Yeah.
So I learned how to appreciate people more around me.
Exactly.
So I can say that. And yeah, I mean, my problem was I was too trying to help the hood. And I got myself caught up.
Damn.
I was always caught up in you know it. Oh, Jay Money did this. We heard about Jay Money. Oh, Jay Money did. Man, Jay Money did this.
Yeah.
And that the reason why, because I was actually in the hood, like actually where they could touch and reach out to me. But that's not such a good thing. It'd be best to get on, like, you know, and come back and still say help your people. But it's best to be in a higher position because you're in a higher job now.
Explain that to me though, Jay, because that's one of the things about Atlanta. You know, you got Black Hollywood, Atlanta. You got your politicking, your music scene, your club scene, but then you got the real Atlanta. That APS Atlanta.
Yeah, okay. For sure.
What is it like when you find yourself being embraced on the Hollywood side of things, or the industry side of things, should I say? But you come from that real Atlanta, and you know that real Atlanta is like any other damn hood out here in the streets.
Yeah. It's kind of like you just got to know how to position it. You got to know how to, what you can say, organize your life.
Yeah.
Or organize your schedule with the hood and the other side. Because when they love you on the Hollywood side and that side, you're going to get the haters on the other side where you come from. It's like the people you used to actually dap up and hang around but hate on you. It don't be the strangers.
Yeah.
It be the ones that you actually used to help, look at, be around, and they don't really be mad. Get what it be? They just miss you.
Ooh.
They don't be mad. They just miss you. So when you go back through there and see them again, it be all cool again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now those are bars right there, Jay.
Yeah.
When did you come to that conclusion?
Maybe a couple years ago, man.
Yeah.
And that's when I humbled myself 10,000% more. That's when I learned more about life, because you got to understand what you in. If you don't understand it, you just like, that's like being in a class you don't know nothing about. You just in there with your eyes closed like, man, I'm sleepy. You can't do nothing but fall asleep then because you lost.
Come on.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, songs with Gucci Mane and Yola, Lost My Mind, man. I mean, talk about that chemistry and putting them bops together, man.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. It's crazy how that song happened.
Talk to me.
Yola, y'all know Yola, my boy.
Yeah.
Free Yola, too.
Free Yola.
By the way. He came to me, he was just on, like, when he first heard Trap of the Year and just heard my music, he was like, bruh, you the GOAT. And then, you know, everybody else would kind of like, that didn't like Young L.A.
Yeah.
Like, they come to me. Man, that nigga stealing your sauce in the way. Man, you the one, Jay. That's how Yola always be. He said, man, I got a record, bro. We got to jump on this record. I'm like, what record, bro? He like, bro, it's a hit. And then when he gave it to me, it had Gucci. It was from Monte, who produced the beat.
DJ Monte, what up, Dote?
Yeah, Monte produced the beat, and Guap was on it. And me and Yola, it ain't had no verses.
Yeah.
Monte was like, man, Yola supposed to been lock the record out, da-da-da-da. He like, Jake, yeah, you can get on it too, but make sure he get in that studio.
Yeah.
We went in there and knocked it out together, man, and I ain't gonna lie, that record there alone, like, still rock to this day when I go do shows.
Yeah.
It's crazy how people still, like, know them word for word like they came out yesterday type.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that takes me back to a time, though, Jay. I'm talking about a futuristic time with a futuristic swag. Now, when we think about Atlanta, we got a timeline of this stuff, man. And, you know, right after that crunk era and that snap and all of that stuff, it got futuristic in this thing.
Yeah, it got futuristic. And it's still futuristic, though.
Facts. But my thing is, you helped usher that time in. What was it that made you come futuristic, though?
I just wanted to be different, B-High. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Like, when Shawty Low gave me the K beat CD. Remember I told you, he said, like, Jay, you need to rap. If you rap, you'll take off. So he gonna drop me a CD off. I ain't kind of like the beats, but you might like them.
Yeah.
That was the K CD. When I heard the K beats, I was like, whoa, this is something different and new. Then I got from K, I made them come down. I got the number off the CD, called them. I bought 8 tracks from them. I spent they charged me like $200 a track.
Yeah.
No lie, bro. When they came back, I said, bro, look, I want a track that sound like a carnival with a trap beat. I swear to God, I picked that sound.
Yeah.
Like, I said, bro, I want something that sound like a carnival, but I want a trap 808 beat.
My God.
He looking at me like, I can do that.
Damn.
Then he sent me, This Is How We Play.
Whew.
Trap of the Year, Do It Big, Shake and Bake. And it was like, whoa. So it was like, from the beginning, I always, if everybody going left, I want to go right.
Thanks.
If they go right, I'm going left. Everybody at the time was talking trap music, wasn't nothing but T.I. and Jeezy at the time.
Yeah.
T.I. and Jeezy was popping. And it was like, nah, bro, it's kind of too hard. Like, why do rap so hard?
Yeah.
People need to get money and have fun. And it was like the Atlanta scenes was hard for a second.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you remember, it was kind of hard us breaking this town in because it was like people like, that ain't real rap, bro.
Yeah,
That ain't real rap.
Yeah.
And if you look now, 10 years later, this is the #1 sound. The
Come
fun
on.
party, auto-tune singing. You know what I'm saying? It's the simple shit. The dumb, I call it dumb music.
Yeah.
But it makes a lot of sense. It be
Thanks.
dumb, but it make all the sense.
But it's fun.
And it's fun.
You in LA, man, y'all relationship, man. First of all, how did y'all boys link up? And then what was it like when y'all was doing y'all thing?
It was kind of like our relationship was weird from the beginning. Like my niece, she used to talk to him.
Yeah.
They went to school together, whatever. And when I was pushing Trap of the Year, it was going crazy and like, you know, the streets pushing it around.
Yeah.
He was pushing Ain't I at the time.
Uh-huh.
So we kept bumping into each other at certain spot. Then we bumped into each other, met each other one day. And I'm like, man, that little dude dope. And you know me, I'm a trapper dude. I'm still learning this guy. I ain't got but one song. So I don't even know how to lock in the studio type vibe. So when I met him, he was like, I just seen a nice, good rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't look at him as, oh, he ain't street, he ain't, nah. I was just like, he a nice rapper.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to get in the rap world.
Thanks.
I'm trying to lead the streets.
Exactly.
So he was the perfect guy for that. And I could say our relationship when we first met, he was just on some, you big brother.
Yeah.
Like instantly. So when everybody was like, man, he sounding like you and da-da, I was like, bro, if you in the studio with somebody every day and you hearing this sound and you train, and this same dude helping you write a little bit.
Yeah.
Cause I didn't know how to lock in 8 hours. He had like Grand Hustle sessions every day for 8 to 10 hours.
My God.
So on their budget, I was learning how to lock in as a rapper.
Yeah.
And we was good. I think what about the confusion was the people around. Grand Hustle in his ear like, bro, like you sign up, bro. We ain't finna be blowing him up. Da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
But they didn't say that when J Money was taking him through all these clubs and getting the Ain't I song hot.
Yeah.
Cause that's how the song got hot, clear. Anybody will tell you. The first Ain't I got hot because he was going everywhere. We was going, I'll do Trap of the Year.
Yeah.
He'll do Ain't I.
Yeah.
And it was like everywhere we was going, it was that cycle. And you know, at the end of the day, I got the street cred, so it was like, by them seeing him with me,
Yeah.
it put him in another bracket besides just a rapper. You know what I'm saying? And Grand Hustle was cool with that. Clay, all on Jay. Even Jay and Clay, they always been cool the whole route.
Yeah.
But I think it was more the other people around him, like, man, you the one right here. You don't want people to be confused with this and that and this. That's where the beef started.
Damn.
But not knowing, y'all messed it up. Because now we got to pull. It's like we pulling separate ways.
Yeah.
Instead of coming
Being
together.
stronger together.
And guess what? That gave time for other people to come in, pick up the ball, and run with it. From your Roscoe Dashes,
Yeah.
from your Travis Porters,
Yeah.
from your Rich Kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The list go on and on.
What do you think, though, man, when you think about your impact on all them boys and just your impact on Atlanta and being able to stand up and say, hey, no, I was in this thing and I put it down for the town. See,
Yep.
a lot of folks make music, but everybody can't say that they put it down
You
for the
right.
town.
You right,
You see what
bro.
I'm saying?
You right.
So for you to be able to say, hey, man, I came out here with this futuristic swag, man, and I put it down for the town and I changed this Atlanta the
sauce,
way.
even
Come
the
on,
word
the
sauce.
Come on, man. Talk to me about the lingo, too,
You know,
man.
folks went, like, even with Sauce, remember I said, when everybody go left, I go right.
Yeah.
And I was just, me and Duke, I can't take all the credit. Duke,
Yeah.
who be with Thug.
Yeah.
Duke, you know, he used to be with me every day.
Yeah.
Okay. We was in the studio, and I was like, we always tried to say we different, and everybody was saying swag. And I'm like, bro, we can't go swag, man. It got to be something. We got to come up with something else. Swag so overrated. Because I seen everybody saying it. And I'm like, me and Duke, like, man, we got sauce. I'm like, sauce. Oh, my God.
That boy
Sauce. Yeah, Duke, the man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, sauce. That's it. we started a whole operate with J1. We did Operation DOS. That was J1 first mixtape.
What up, though, Poster Child?
Yep, that was his first mixtape.
That's crazy.
And we did Operation DOS because J1 kind of gravitated it like Stu.
Yeah.
From the beginning.
Uh-huh.
J1 was in Club Libra DJing and seen me and was like, hey, bro, we got to get you on the station, bro.
Yeah.
You run the streets. Ain't no way your songs ain't played on the radio.
That's the kind of guy Jay is,
and
man.
that's what he did,
yeah.
bro. And he kept his word, bro. Him and Stu, they went back and forth. Like, Stu did so much on my project from day go, it was like crazy.
My God.
And he the type, he don't speak on it.
No, Stu won't act like he ain't doing nothing, but you better call him the radio god.
Yeah,
though. If you don't put that in front of his name, then he gonna get pissed.
Yeah,
what up, though, Stu?
He responsible for J Money being in here to change the game and do
My
a lot,
God.
bro.
I gotta say it on camera too. He helped me out too.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Hey, boy, Stu, you get busy, Stu.
Yeah,
okay,
man.
we gonna give you your crown today.
Yeah, for
okay,
sure, you get
Stu
busy.
gets his crown
For sure.
Now, I mean, J Money, Young Thug, I'm cold.
Oh my God.
Talk to me.
Dang,
A
man.
young Thug, man. Did you know that boy was gonna grow up to be another goat in his thing?
Yeah, I did.
Talk
I ain't
to
gonna
me.
lie, bro. He was just his attitude.
Yeah.
You know, we both Leos. me and him.
Okay.
So it's just like he got that tiger.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like he wasn't gonna settle for losing. He wasn't.
Ooh.
He wasn't.
Yeah.
It's just like me. When
Yeah.
I came in, nobody couldn't tell J Money he wasn't gonna be up through there.
Yeah.
But Thug was different, bro. He was already special. He reminded me of Wayne. I didn't kind of like that style a little bit. I'm just being real. But I knew it was something inside of him.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, when he find himself, he gonna be hard to deal with.
Yeah.
And just think about it now. He got this sound where that man can just make noises and make it sound good. Man, yes. Shoot.
That boy hard.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you talking
He can
about.
take a sound and make it sound like a track.
Facts.
So
Facts.
it's like, I knew from even just dealing with him, he was so street. And what I admired about him, he was so loyal to his crew.
Yeah.
He was like, his
Yeah.
crew, he lived by. I used to wonder why they support Thug so much. But then guess what? He supports them the same way.
My God.
He was in the streets with them. If they get into some beef, he on front line
Yeah.
too. And it was like, he from Jonesboro South, where I'm from. So
Yeah.
it's like, I know his dad at Jeffro.
Uh-huh.
So it was like, everybody, my best friend, Migo, rest in peace, who dead.
Yeah.
That's his sister, Max, baby daddy.
Mm.
So my best friend is his sister, baby daddy.
Yeah.
But he passed. Every time I used to take Migo to Max's house, that's Thug Mama house,
Yeah.
guess what? He'll be right there coming to the car. Man, Jay, man, rock with me, man. And I wasn't rapping at that time. I was just next to Kente, who we had the record label, and we had
Yeah.
the money at the time. So it was like, everywhere we went, it was almost like the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Jay, I want to rock with you because I got money and I'm next to the man.
Yeah.
So it was like, everybody was coming to me.
Yeah.
And Thug used to always come to my car every time. And he had that attitude and aura all right, man, y'all gonna miss
you
out.
fuck around. Yeah.
Y'all gonna miss out. And I tell people that's how I used to like go about it. Like, oh, don't worry about it. Y'all will miss out.
That's right.
Even though if he was, man, I'm telling you, man, it was times he was dead broke. But he still stood for something.
Come on now.
Like, he was dead broke and he wouldn't bend or fold or budge on what he believed in.
Come on now.
And that alone was like, whoa.
Gotta respect it.
Gotta respect this dude.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So I knew from the jump, bro, like, I admire and I want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
No matter how. You'll see videos where we just in the studio and me supporting him coming by playing me new records and stuff. It was just the support. That might, I'm sorry.
No, you good.
It was just the support of that, bro. Like,
No, you good.
it was the support of just like, well, whatever you on, Jay, I'm on. Come on. You see, I'm in Cleveland Avenue. That was Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
With all the jewelry on. At that time, I had Soulja Boy. We was doing the Soulja Boy move with Zan with that lean and all that. So I was trying to bring back to the hood then.
Pull that mic to you.
Oh, my bad.
No, you good.
I was trying to come back to the hood then. You know, I was working with Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
And I was like, Thug, don't worry about it. I'm going to get you over here with Soulja.
Yeah.
I went back to Soulja. I told him I had two people. I had Rich on. I had Schoolie and Young Thug that wanted to work with Soulja and Quanny Cash. Quanny Cash actually knew him from back in the day, so Quanny made it.
Yeah.
I bought Thug up to Soulja. He like, man, da 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 da. I'm like, bro, this dude gonna be the biggest thing in Atlanta. I told him.
My God.
You know what I'm saying?
It be like that sometimes.
And guess what? So when I told him, I said, bro, I went to him. I told him, bro. The boy say, man, don't worry about it, man. I don't need, man. I'm gonna sign him one day.
Ooh. Ooh.
The man said, I'm gonna sign him one day, bro. And guess what? Look how big he is
He
now.
said he can sign
that boy.
That's crazy.
He can sign that boy a couple of times.
Come
over.
on, man.
You know what I'm saying? And they go to show. And if you look at Thug now, he's still the same.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, of course he gonna get bigger, and you know certain things he can't do that he used to do.
Yeah.
But in all attitude, the man still help. One thing I admire about him than any rapper in this game,
Yeah.
he helps other artists. He actually blows up other artists.
See that?
Key.
Yeah.
Look at Gunna.
Come on.
Look at Weezy.
Come on.
Look at Turbo.
Come on.
Even Metro, I think he had a lot to do with that too. Even 808.
Mm-hmm.
Cause he was on all they beats.
All them tracks.
So if you look at the difference, even between Jeezy and T.I.,
Yeah.
people ask me like, bro, why the T.I. you like T.I.? Yeah, they all right. But they ain't never helped nobody.
Yeah.
Even when Gucci and Jeezy were doing that verses, people was like, Jay, man, what you da-da-da? Man, I say Gucci all day. And they like, why? Because Gucci helps the artist.
Come on,
He
man.
know how to keep himself relevant.
Yeah.
He go grab the young dudes and get in the videos with them, and guess what they do? They make him younger.
Exactly.
You know, Jesus still looking like Jesus. Wear a hat the same, you know, like just real talk. And you know, this Atlanta speaking. I
Yeah.
speak on the part of the streets because
I
I'm
feel
still
you.
out here for real.
I
And
feel you.
I make sure I keep my ties to the street.
Yeah.
I get on the Instagram live with the people in the hoods and add them on and let them add me and let them use J Money to the best of their ability.
Yeah.
To use me. What y'all need to use me for? Oh, you need me for that? Okay, I'll pull up.
Exactly.
Oh, you need me for this? Oh, you need me for some knowledge.
Yeah.
Your parents might need some help, some
Come
money.
on.
If I know it's genuine, he'll tell you I'm gonna do it
Exactly.
without a doubt.
Trapper of the year though, J Money.
Mm-hmm.
Coming with that.
Man, like I was riding around the same. Remember I told you the K beats.
Yeah.
I told him I want a carnival type beat with an 808.
Mm-hmm.
He sent me that. He came back, but this beat he charged me like $2,000 for this because he like, oh, that's a custom made beat. I want it custom made.
Yeah.
L.A. the Boom Man. M.L. being the manager because he was K
What
manager
up,
at
though,
the time.
Boom?
Yeah, Boom
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, he was the manager at
Yeah.
the time. Okay. Even Boom will tell you I had a lot to do with forming and shaping it.
Yeah.
Because if I wasn't the first artist to get on there, who knows when K would have made
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You know, just really. And I ain't just do one track, two tracks. I did like a lot of tracks.
Come on.
20 or better. So it was just like, whoa. Man, okay, let me listen to this beat. Riding to it. 2-3 weeks in my trap car. I had a little Acura.
Yeah.
The window used to have to keep it closed with a hanger type.
I done been there.
No lie, bro. I had my SS Monte Carlo with the buttons. But
Yeah.
I liked my Acura.
Facts.
I ride around that Acura 20,000-30,000 in my pocket.
Ew.
Under the radar.
Yeah.
Can't see me. Police not pulling this car over.
At all.
It's an Acura.
Yeah.
It's under this. That's a college boy car that's going. You know what I'm saying? I had the Acura Legend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The kind where it like the perfect car. No lie, bro. And when I tell you, I just rode around in that car for 2 to 3 weeks with that beat. I was at a car wash, man, on Glenwood.
Yeah.
And I had the beat playing, and I was like, yeah, I couldn't come up with it. Then I heard a junkie. He was cleaning my car, washing my car, the inside out. He heard the beat. He kept saying, it's showtime. It's showtime. And I was like, what he mean? I was like, bro, this sound like an intro type beat, like you letting somebody know we here. So the man just starts saying, we here. Yeah. We here. Yeah. Showtime. So I'm like, what the hell? So when I'm riding to it now, I got something to go off of.
Yeah.
We here. And I was like, we the trapper of the year. Cause I'm trapping, I'm living this.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, it gotta be like a celebration.
Mm-hmm.
Roll the red car, put your drinks in there. It just was piecing up.
Yeah.
Then when I got the finishing part, I think it was maybe 1 or 2 bars at the end of the hook that I didn't kind of figure out.
Yeah.
When I tell you, Brasky from D4L
Yeah.
and Shawty Low. When Brasky heard it, Brasky said, boy, this a hit. Shawty Low came in the studio, heard the beat. I gave him the hook, said the hook to him. Shawty Low like, hey, you don't want me to put no verse on there? I'm like, no, bro, I just need a hook, bro. He like, Jay, you sure? he the hottest dude in the world now, and I'm turning him down from a verse.
Yeah.
But I told him, I said, Low, because I was always knowledgeable about anything that I do. I watch the game.
Yeah.
If you in this game, you got to study it like you in a science class.
Facts.
You got to know every piece, corner of it.
That's right.
And what I noticed was every rapper that get on the song with an artist, if the artist got the hook and the verse, that's almost his song.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, Lo, I ain't gonna get no recognition if you put a verse on there. I said, just do the hook, bro. I'm gonna kill the verses.
Yeah.
And we did it on D4L Studio, Born Threat. His engineer, Born,
Yeah.
that's who engineered it.
My God.
Brasky stayed. I didn't have no verses. Brasky stayed right there and helped me write my verses, verse for verse.
We still ain't even talked about the smash hit first name, last name, man.
Yeah.
I mean, when that motherfucker hit, man.
Want me to tell you how it came?
Talk to me.
Bruh, you know on Trap of the Year, it say J Money. First name, last name.
Yeah.
I bought hardly a life and we here.
Yeah.
So everywhere I was going, that was everybody's main part.
Damn.
And what my name? J Money. First, and it was like, whoa, hold on. Y'all like, this the part y'all want? So I'm actually at a female house that I deal with on Bankhead. This around the time 2 months after the Trap of Year, and everybody, it's like in 2 months, bro, I caused the frenzy. We had it what he'll tell you, Def Jam, everybody, Universal, everybody and their mama reaching out to me in the first month. No
My
lie.
God.
No lie. First month. They like, who is this dude? 3 months later, he got Trap of the Year and first name, last name on 1079 with no deal.
Exactly.
Boom. I'm sitting at a girl house. I'm listening to the KE Beats again, the same CD.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to do a song because I remember I used to see Lil Wayne them would take his keywords he said out of something and make a hook out of it.
Uh-huh.
I was like, man, I need a song like that.
Yeah.
Then I was just listening. J Man, for her name, I bought J Man, for her name. And I took it right out of there. I was like, hey, Digital, look, can you piece it? Take this from that. He like, nah, bro, say it. You'll say it better. I'm like, what the hell? But that's how I used to come up with my music.
Yeah.
Like, everybody, when they come out their door, trappers, they just focusing on money.
Yeah.
Me, I was always pacing myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I catch one nice play, I go sit down, because I'm paranoid anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm like, after that play, I got to make sure wasn't nobody watching me, following me. I'm going to go sit down in a safe zone. Sometimes, bro, he'll tell you, Stu will tell you, I go somewhere and just park
Damn.
and sit in my car. As long as I know I can't be pinpointed
Yeah.
when I'm on my live or stuff like that,
Yeah.
I just park. I just sit somewhere and park and smoke weed, come up with ideas. Because that's what everybody be like, J Money, why you be in your car so much? If they know what was created in that car,
Exactly. Nah, I
they'll be
feel
in the
that.
car too.
I feel that.
You
I
know what
feel
I'm
that.
saying? And that's my thinking zone.
Yeah.
My car. That's why I always, every car I got to have a nice interior.
Come on now.
It got to feel like my home.
Exactly.
Yeah, for real.
I'm with you on that.
So boom, I did, and it was like, damn, I might be on to something.
Yeah.
Then when Stu heard it, Stu was like, that's it right there. I'm like, what you mean, bro? They're like, that's it. We going first name, last name. That's it. He was like, I was like, Stu, why? He's like, Trap of the Year, you know, Jay is gonna do. I'm like, Stu, what? It ain't no hit. He'll tell you that's all I worried about. I was like, it ain't no hit. I wanted to hit, so I didn't get out the hood. I want to hit.
Yeah.
He was like, Jay, I got you, Jay. He said, Jay, first name, last name. I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? Yeah, I'm only saying my name.
Yeah.
He was like, bro, listen to what you saying. Listen to the format of it.
Yeah.
He like, he like, how many people you think would want a single with their name in it?
Come on.
Me and Mike Jones, the only two people.
Damn.
Who? Mike Jones. You ain't even gotta know how he look. But you remember that name.
Now you remember that. You remember that.
Even with J Money.
Come
I go
on.
places now, somebody be like, hey, J Money. Who? Ferdinand? You feel me? So it was like, that was the best thing ever could have happened to me, because now 10 years later, people still, I be looking at young people that be 21 and 20 and, oh boy, you the da-da-da. Boy, you about 9, 10, 7 when I came out. But guess what? Not too long ago, 3-4 years ago, I had the hold up.
Hold up. Boot, what up, though?
You feel me?
Yeah.
I had the hold up, and it was like, that's the young culture right there, too. And they caught it.
Yeah.
It was the dance.
Yeah.
They still
I know
doing
what you're talking about.
So, and it was like, I felt even with that record, I was like, damn, they stole it from me. You know, when Wiz Khalifa came to Atlanta, hold up, we them boys.
Damn.
I was so mad at my community for that.
Damn.
Because I was like, bro, you know, I was shot in the hospital.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I know him. I went to school with him. I know her.
Yeah.
I'm looking at all the people that's in Wiz Khalifa video doing the hold up that we created that was Atlanta. That's why I went. I could have been selfish and stayed on that record by myself because it wasn't nobody but me and BFPL Black at first. But I was like, why be selfish? Like, this is Atlanta record.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get the West Side.
Facts.
I went and got Lil Tony MDC. He wasn't a rapper, no kind of way.
Yeah.
I went and got Book because everybody know that's my little bro.
Yeah.
I put Book on this record. So now I got West Side, I got the Crips, I got the Zone 3, and I got the East Side on this record. Let's go. This Atlanta record. Get what? I learned my lesson fast. You try to put a lot of niggas together, confusion happens. Kente, no, mark my word, Kente who owned Club Liqueur, Kente told me when I first took him that record, he like, man, it's a hit. But you got too many people on it.
My God.
I'm like, Ken, what you mean? It's a hit. It's a hit then. I don't care how many people on it. I paid for the session. I paid for the beat. Jay, it's too many people on there. It ain't gonna work right.
Damn.
And if you look at it, as soon as the song came out, it took off in a week, 2 weeks. You got people pulling over, jumping out their car, doing the hold up dance.
Hold up.
And it was like, okay, but guess what? At the same time, the devil was working. I ended up, and I blame me. You know, a lot of people, when they stuff happened to them, they be like, man, I don't know what happened. And I wasn't going to say it on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I had did something to a country boy in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And my crazy self, bro, a week or two after you feel what I'm saying? You posting on your Instagram and Twitter's where the video shoot going to be at. You know? Like, these people you just got 70,000, 80,000 from ain't watching you. You know? And putting your location on there. So guess what? Everything, I deserved whatever, all that. I deserved it. I deserved it. And guess what? It was one of my best teachers. Yeah, it was a painful lesson.
Hell yeah.
But it was my best lesson in life. People wonder, like, they used to look back like, even me myself, I was like, damn, they forgot about me, man. When I'm going to shake this back? When am I ever going to get it back where I was at? I used to ride past foreign cars and be like, will I ever own one again? Swear to God, bro. Like, but it was at a point where God had it in my head and was giving me the patience and telling me, don't stop. You never know. The story ain't over to the last page.
Exactly.
I don't care if it's 10 pages before the end. You can't give up. Because you never know what God got at the page 99.99.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen on that last page. So my life is not determined about how I started, where I was at in the middle. It's about how you finish it, man.
When you got shot, though, Jay, you trying to do your video shoot, and they pull up on you, man. I mean, what the fuck was going through your mind at that time, man?
Man, I ain't going to lie, Beehive. And you the first person I just talked about this with, being real. It was almost a feeling of, it happened so fast, bro. I can't even tell you nothing about it.
My God.
I'm telling you, like, I don't know. I can't tell you if the dude ran from everybody say they came from across the street. You know how LaCour is, and they got the little shop across the street, like a little car wash. I know it had to come from over there. I can't even tell if it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't tell you. All I know is I'm getting out my car. I was sitting right there talking to Big Peaches for a minute. Good game auntie. I was talking to her for a minute. And then my homeboy Weezy, MDC, he was in the car with me. Right before I left the house, he was like, "You ain't gonna bring this stendo?" I'm like, "Nah, bro, we at Ken Club. We good." He looked at me like, "Bro, we might need to cut on tape but a second to turn back around to get that."
Yeah.
I don't know what made him say that night. And it was like, the moment I got out my car, it just was like, I can't even, like, even now trying to think of where did I feel the vibe come from. It was just like, all I know is I just remember shoot. Just no lie. It just was like, and I was like lost. Like, no lie, bro. It was like, it happened so fast to the point, only time I can just remember about this situation was me trying to get away. Like, I'm on the ground, I'm trying to hide. Now I'm like, damn, wherever they are, I couldn't even see where they was at.
Yeah.
That's how crazy it was. I couldn't even see, like, I ain't know.
Yeah.
And everybody they were like, man, the dude was like right there on top of you until somebody came out the club and hit and made them run. And all I remember is like, bro, my leg was like, my foot was all the way almost off. Like, my jump was like,
nigga, what?
My foot was turned right, like literally all the way right. It was hanging off like 1 or 2 veins. Like, if you look at it now, like, from how they did
it. Yeah.
My foot was all the way hanging off, bro. Like, real talk. So it was like, I'm trying to move around, and then the moment I looked at my foot, shock hit me, and I couldn't do nothing else. It like I almost passed out. Then all I seen was Big Peaches, Good Game auntie, come on top of me. It was a dude that actually got killed a week later named York. He be on kind of like, you know, them slime moves and stuff. Yeah. He tried to come trick me out my necklace and stuff while I'm on the ground. Like, give me the necklace. Give me your money, too. I'm going to go take it to Ken. And I'm, like, so phased. I'm finna give it to him. Like, auntie, like, no, you get away from him. Don't give him your chain. Big Peaches came around the corner. She like, no, you keep your money on you. She like, I get the necklace and get the Ken, but you keep your money in your pocket. You gonna be all right. And she just, when I tell you, her voice alone just made me, they say people that 90% of the people that die, it be from shock. Yeah. She calmed my spirit. She calmed my spirit to the point where I just felt like, you know how you be in like a nail salon or massage place, you just quiet and just your mind.
Relaxed.
I was actually relaxed.
My God.
On the ground being shot 6 times. I was actually relaxed in my mind. And all I could think about was call my mom. I don't know why when people get into the first thing they say, call my mom. Yeah. Call my mom. That's just a human instinct, because as a baby, my mama.
Exactly.
And the moment the ambulance got there, that was the moment it started back up. I just thought I was gonna die.
Damn.
I'm like, I'm gonna die. And when the lady said, I don't know.
Shit.
That was the wrong answer.
You damn right that was the wrong answer.
Oh my God, bro. It's like my heart, they said my heart rate started going up. Then that panic, now the devil got me out of the grace of the God with Peaches right there. Yeah. The moment I got out of God's grace and got into that ambulance and she talking about, I don't know, and it's like the devil had a chance to attack again. My God. And the moment your mind opens up for the evil thoughts and the negative thoughts, it's like, that's why now when I get any thought like, oh, this might not happen because of it, I'm like, I move it out my mind.
Gotta get it out of there.
And like God said in his word, I always say that every time. Like, I'm one of, man, you'll think I'm a pastor how much I praise God. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even go to church that much. I got my own personal relationship with God where I talk to him every day. Waking up and going to sleep. And in the middle of the day, I might just like, thank you, Lord, so much, Lord. Because you can't never forget to give God the praise of what, you see what I've been through, bro.
Come on.
It's a movie. A like real life movie
Exactly.
that with no faking.
When you woke up in that hospital, man, what was going through your mind then when you realized that at least you woke up?
Man, I really was so like, the medicine had me like mean, grouchy.
Yeah.
Had me thinking bad, like I ain't gonna never get well again type. I felt like I was gonna be stuck in that hospital forever.
Yeah.
I was in there like 7 months, you know what I'm saying? And you know, when you just say, you was like, yeah, man, yeah, this looking at this give me hope and da-da-da.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? If you think about Grady,
Yeah.
they got these same kind of windows
Yeah.
in the room, and
Yeah.
it's looking at almost the same view.
Yeah.
And that's all I could do.
Mm.
Every morning, that what gave me strength. That what gave me thought of, because we was having complications with my leg, and they thought they was going to have to cut it off, and they really just knew they were going to have to cut my leg off because I lost all the nerves in this right leg.
What?
Each leg got 3 nerves.
Yeah.
So they had to take 1 nerve out of this leg and put it right here.
Mm.
So I'm running out 2 and 1 when it's supposed to be 3. So it was like, in my mind, I was like, man, I ain't gonna never be able to do music no more.
Yeah.
My mama like, God got the last say so. And no lie, bro, this situation, reason why I say I never changed nothing about it, I actually thought I knew God then, but I didn't. I actually gained a closer relationship with God.
Yeah.
I went through struggles after this to, the struggles that I went through was just a lesson for me that I had to have.
Yeah.
Because if we don't get them certain struggle lessons and teachings, and guess what? We'll still be how we was in them wild days without
Come
thinking.
on.
Because you got grown men my age that ain't got a car. They ain't got nothing to say. If they die tomorrow, what they going to leave their kids?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, in a society where we live in, that ain't cool.
Yeah.
The kids, we only what we are, like, is what our parents are. We only as big as what the people around us are. Our kids only as big as we are and
Yeah.
what we instill in them. Like, you think about back in the day when our parents grew up. They parents was like, go to school, get a job.
Come
That's
on.
it. Nowadays, it's, you don't even have to go to school.
Come on.
You can be an entrepreneur. And want me to tell you who knew the game already? The Koreans, the Japanese. You don't remember if you go in the gas station, you might see a 7-year-old child ring you up.
Come on.
You don't remember that? Like, you might go in
Family
there,
business.
Yes.
Come
but
on.
They teaching them at an early age how to be an
How to
entrepreneur.
get that money.
Yes, bro. Our parents didn't teach us that.
Yeah.
Because their parents didn't teach them that.
Because ain't nobody know how to do
We
it.
didn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
We just thought, oh, we can't do that. We can't own a gas station or store. Only Koreans could. But if you think about these folk coming from out of town, a whole
Yeah.
nother country, and coming here and get it. Actually, we can get it faster.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Actually, we can get it way faster.
Yeah.
So it's like nowadays, it's like you gotta empower your people. You gotta tell your kids, and hey, man, I'm not gonna limit y'all to a school and a job.
Yeah.
Now, yes, you should finish high school for sure.
Yeah.
If you want to go to college, that's on you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say you should. What I'm gonna say is, look, let's get out here and start a business. Even
Yeah.
if you is gonna go to college, you need to be running.
You need to be learning how to make this money. That's
Yes,
what I tell
man.
folks all the time. If you and then see, you know, when it comes to that whole college thing, what I tell folks, a lot of folks get degrees, but they don't get education.
Exactly.
Because I sit in there and I teach these students, and I be like, hey man, all y'all gonna leave out of here with a degree, but all of y'all ain't in here learning. And I said, the folks that get the education are gonna be the problem.
For sure.
The folks that just come out with the paper, they gonna be saying that this ain't do nothing for me. But all of the information is right there waiting on you. But you gotta know
You how to use
what
it.
you going there for.
Yeah, man.
You can't go there telling me I'm gonna get a general education.
gotta have
degree.
GPS on your
Come
car.
on, you gotta know where that
Yeah.
thing going, man.
Yeah, man, yeah.
But Jay, talk to me about being on top of your game. What was that feeling like coming out of the trap to rap, and then you look up and you the man?
Man, at the time I didn't appreciate it, and I took it in the wrong sense. I took it as, yeah, nigga, I'm better than everybody. I'm like, And now I think back on it,
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Bro, you ain't better than nobody.
Yeah.
We all God's children. You know, and it's good to know your mistakes and know where you was at and look back and see the man you become. Cause now the man today, I actually got more going on
Ooh.
than I ever did.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? From
Yeah.
being the hottest rapper in the world
Yeah.
to now,
Yeah.
I got way more going on. Like,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
Like cars, money, making money.
Come on.
Like my best friend, like it's like he a Korean,
Yeah.
and we got a tech company. We just started an app called Shells.com.
Ooh.
Shells turn your computer into a TV.
My God.
I mean your TV into a computer. I'm sorry.
Nah, I'm with you. I
So
know where
say
you
if
go
you
with
got,
it.
say if you get a TV from Walmart, you know
Yeah.
how it got the Roku and
Yeah.
Netflix come on it.
Yeah.
It's gonna have Shells come on it.
Mm.
And Shells, what it is, an app that you click and it turns your your TV into an actual computer.
Damn.
It can turn your phone to an actual, like how it shows up as a computer.
Yeah.
It'll look just like it. It work better on like the TV
Yeah.
and iPads, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, that's like almost a phone, but it turns it into actual computer. And I can't lie, bro. I done made money that I wouldn't even think of, like money that I couldn't even pray for.
Yeah.
And it was like, look at the journey. This is like my 19th year in. Who would know that?
Yeah.
And now it's like you still young, you still got the life in you, and it's like God do give you second chances. Life is fair enough where you will get the right chance you deserve if you work hard enough for it.
Yeah.
Sometimes we be like it's in we're in a dark tunnel working and like, what is this shit gonna do?
Yeah.
Like even you sometimes you might be like, okay, I'm getting up every day. I'm getting up, I'm going to work. They say
Yeah.
it be consistent, stay on your grinding. But then it be sometimes the moments you be like, what is it doing?
Come on.
Is it like I'm just going with the motions?
Treadmilling.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's like I'm just going with the motions, but guess what? I'm here to tell everybody. When God know your heart and you actually mean it,
Yeah.
God will not let you down.
Exactly.
Because he feel like you believing in him.
Exactly.
You putting it in his hands. So he like, I can't let you down. How can I let you down and you depending on me? You said I can do it.
When you come out of the rap game and you go back to just regular life, did you have any rap withdrawals? Or was you like, I'm
Yeah,
glad to be away from this shit?
Nah, I miss the shows.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just the shows. I love it. Man, it's just like, that's a high that no drug can give you. The shows
Yeah.
of the people reacting, going to the country towns, meeting new people, seeing how you affect them.
Yeah.
Even to this day, like now I go anywhere, they oh, Jay Money? Oh my God, legend.
Yeah.
He's a legend. And I used to always tell, look, stop calling me that. I ain't got legend money. Like, I want the legend money.
I feel you.
You
I
know what
feel
I'm
you.
saying? A title, that's cool. When people like, yeah, you go. I'm like, okay. All right, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm God's child. I'm just like you.
Come on.
I just, use the talent that God gave me and I learned how to work it. That's anybody. We all got hidden talents. We got to know how to use it right. That's just like a superhero. He got powers when they look.
Yeah.
And they got to learn how to control it and use it. That's how we as a human.
When you look back at your career and then you just think about the folks that you was around, okay? You see Yola. Yola was doing his thing. But Yola got life in jail now.
Yeah, for sure.
You see Shawty Low. He did his thing, and then he passed, unfortunately. You got your Futures. Young man doing his thing,
Ain't look back.
ain't look back. You got your Thugs. Young man doing his thing, ain't look back. When you look at that, man, how do you feel like God or just the spirit chooses folks and stuff, and how that plays out
I'm going to tell
in
you
the
this.
game of life?
You remember when I was saying earlier, I was like, bro, it happened so fast for me.
Yeah.
What I learned was the ones that it don't happen so fast for, they appreciate it more when they get it. imagine how many people they watched past them.
Yeah.
Imagine how many times they were like, ooh, boy, when my time come, boy. Imagine how many times they said that.
Yeah.
But J Money, I didn't have them moments.
Yeah.
I ain't say, ooh, when it happened. Because I already had money already in the streets. And then when it took off, I was kicking my ones and twos.
Exactly.
And then it just happened.
Yeah.
So I felt like with them, it's like even with Low and Yola, I'm watching this. I seen the downfall of what happened. Yola, you was just this young dude that, like the song said, I just don't. He didn't.
Yeah.
But I used to always have him around me like, look, bro, we gotta calm down, bro. Look, you got boy, you dope, boy. They love you.
Yeah.
It's sometimes what happened to this game in your head, man, they ain't rocking with me like da. And they tends to do whatever it takes to try to get back. Or down to do whatever. Even Low, I felt like he was just too real. It's a point of sense you being too real. Certain people have no right even getting around you.
Yeah.
Certain people shouldn't even be able to get close to you, Low. Yeah. Like, and it's cool to be real, but come on, bro.
Yeah.
So I think due to his surroundings and the people he had around, it hindered him from. If you got people around you that everybody all working on a project and helping you push, but if you just got everybody around you that they don't move until you move, they don't think till you think, they let you think for them.
Yeah.
Then you ain't got no good team. See, people like Thug and Future and stuff, they got people around them that's working for them even when they not working.
Yeah.
Like Esco. He's always working for Future, coming up with records, doing this and doing that. He could have just been a DJ.
Yeah.
But get what? He ended up being more than that now.
Yep.
He's like an executive producer type. He's the key to Future. Like, if you know he be right there doing everything. So it was like, I seen the ones that actually love their craft and take it serious, they stay successful.
Yeah.
The ones that get to the hood and get caught up in it, they get caught up in it.
Yeah.
So you gotta separate the two. Mm-hmm. My lifestyle as a rapper and this my life.
Exactly.
You gotta separate it.
Yeah.
But Low and like Yola, they didn't have no separation. They were so real. It was what you get.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Me, I learned I can't treat music situation like I treat something in the trap.
Yeah.
I can't treat a music situation like I talk to the people for shells in these tech companies.
Yeah.
It's a whole different tune, whole different conversation.
Yeah.
So what I learned was like living that life of when you kind of don't pay attention to what you're doing and be careful of your steps, that's what's gonna happen.
Lastly, Jay, what advice do you got for other young brothers coming out of Atlanta with these goals and these dreams, man?
Man, if I can tell them anything that I learned and what kept me going, it might sound cliche, bro. Put God first.
Yeah.
When God tells you something and you, in his word, Matthew 7:7, God say, asking you shall receive, seeking you shall find, knocking the door shall be open.
Come on now.
If you actually believe in words that God say, you put it, that's like me putting this in your hand and I give you my car keys. And I be like, Beehive, boy, I trust you, boy. Boy. Say after I give you my keys and I said I trust you, but I'm calling you every 10 minutes.
Come on.
Hey,
now.
where you at, Beehive?
Yeah.
Where you at, bro? Oh, okay, for real. I ain't want now. I was just calling. Boom. Then call you again. 5 minutes later. Oh, where you at, bro? Yeah. Act like I'm trying to check on what you doing, but nigga, I'm trying to see where you at.
Where about shit?
Bro, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, nah, but I ain't want that. What's his name had just asked about you, bro. I just wanted to tell you right here, bro. So get what? That's how we as people. We'll put a problem in God's hand and then worry about it.
Come on now.
When you put it in his hand, you got to know without a shadow of a doubt he going to do it.
Yeah.
And that's when he'll work. I'm telling you.
Now, I'm with you on that 100%. How can these folks contact you? And is there anything you got to get off your chest, my dog?
I just want to thank my team, Foreign Global, Black Boy, Stu, DJ Plug, Big D, Noon, Yost, the GHM, Sir Money, Andrew Lee, man, King Andrew Lee, man. He's like, my best friend, he my business partner. He taught me a whole nother aspect of life. You know what I'm saying? We got the app Shells that's finna launch. We got Handshake. We got the Joseon Nation, Imperial Family. Like, I just want to shout out you, Beehive. I've been watching, and I like your success is our success.
Thank you, man.
When you can see a brother grow, and it let God know and let you know, man, at least they still letting people grow. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to watch people. You got to be able to take other people's success like yours.
Yeah, no, that's real.
Like
that's
when I
real.
see Thug, them, even though we don't talk in years, and man, I be their number one fan.
Come on.
I be their number one promoter.
Come on.
He'll tell you I be on live. Oh yeah, Thug. Oh what? Thug, the hardest rapper ever in the world. Get what? To the people that think I just seen Thug last night. Man, actually, I ain't seen so many people. I seen Thug recently, but like a lot of even Gucci.
Yeah.
When people come at me, boy, Gucci, boy, y'all my favorite. I don't go speaking on. Oh nah, I don't talk to him. Oh nah. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. I still be happy for these people.
Exactly.
I still be pulling for them. QCP, best friend.
Come on,
everybody
now.
know.
Yeah.
I was the first person he was calling every night when he was like, "Hey Jay, when some of this money gonna start coming in? I'm broke." Nah, for real, the man hit broke. I seen him spend millions of dollars on other people.
My God.
And just imagine that night. This only happened at night when he had these thoughts.
Yeah.
That's when we talk. At night, we'll talk for 2-3 hours. Hey Jay, when my money gonna start coming back in? Cause they making show money, but I ain't getting but 10 cents, 5% out there. That ain't my money. You know, I'm like, bro, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's the patience. God, that's the devil testing you.
Come on.
So I just appreciate people like QCP.
What up, Dope P?
Kente from Moneymaker Records.
Yes, sir.
For believing in me, man. And just Atlanta, man. My Atlanta, period, bro. Like,
exactly.
Ain't no place in the world. Like, I don't care what they say. I've been around the world. Ain't no place like Atlanta, bro.
Facts.
Yeah.
J Money, my dog. Appreciate you coming through this thing, boy.
Man, I appreciate you, man.
Wish you nothing but the best and much success. Beehive Radio shouted. J Money, first name, last name, man. We out of this thing.
Sauce God J Money on Instagram. Sauce God _J Money. Bye bye.